Austrian guy dies. The World War. When dead people in Chicago start voting for you, that's how mafia works. When the nerd of the tribe starts planting some seeds, and now you have a hierarchy society with you at the bottom. Salesman, and here is a beautiful Ottoman, Armenian kid. Japan attacking Pearl Harbor. Japan fighting in Midway. Pizza Hut. Communism. Gorbachev. First fires, then floods, now Australians need to watch out for deadly funnel web spiders. Experts say, Moses in ancient Egypt. Hey, I've seen this one. When in 16 years, you have 45 governments, and 8 presidents. Parker. Millennial humor, life bad. Boomer humor, wife bad. Medieval humor, thief bad. The Ottomans. You can't defeat me. Austrian soldiers at Vienna. I know, but he can. 3,000 polished horses. Americans thinking about the slaves they owned before 1863. Was all this legal? Absolutely. You have freed us. Oh, I wouldn't say freed, more like under new management. Kids in America. God, it was so good in the 90s. Kids in Bosnia in the 90s. Sarajevo siege flashbacks intensifies. Nobody. Stalin and propaganda. Soviet Union launching the first man, women, satellite, dog, monkey into space first. USA when sending the first man to the moon. American Marine, Roman legionary, wondering why the trees can talk. Europe when they see the natives of any other country, so uncivilized. USA when communism gets mentioned, peace was never an option. Mexico sends one air support squadron to the war. Puts out of action 30,000 Japanese troops. Government. Increasing inflation. Print more money. Sparta. The most feared army in Greece. Some gay soldiers from Thebes. Pope Stephen VI. You practice witchcraft. Got anything funny to say about that? Pope Formosus. France, a Catholic country, when they ally with the losing Protestant side of the 30 Years' War. My goals are beyond your understanding. When a guy wants to become emperor, without having a humongous fortune to bribe the Praetorian Guard, I don't think you have the facilities for that big man. Great Britain. Canada. America wanting Canada. African Americans serve in the Union Army in the Civil War. Schools until the 90s. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Nobody. The 5th Panzer Division in France. Acceleration. Yes. RAF. Squadron. Your target for tonight is Dresden. Bomber cruise. We have a city to burn. Aztecs have a massive empire with a centralized government that is based on a literal floating city with gardens on water. The Spanish. So uncivilized. Austrians at Carnaby. You can't defeat me. Ottomans. I know, but he can. Other Austrians at Carnaby. Germany. Soviets losing 20,000 tanks. I'll call an ambulance. Soviets coming back with 40,000 more 5 months later, but not for me. Russian man with knife in back, walks out of hospital for cigarette. Proud. Greece. Throughout history, calling out to any superpower that will help. I am once again asking for your financial support. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Tinder. Brains. The Treaty of Versailles was fair to all parties involved. Brains. England. Great Britain. The British Empire. The Tea Reich. What are the Mario Bros views on the Spanish Inquisition? Mario says, the Spanish Inquisition was awful. Luigi says, if he doesn't believe in Christ, then he must be sliced. I can't wait to share these with my friends. Prehistoric man. Gots, I hate these stupid predators eating my livestock. Big boys. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Jews at 40 AC. Don't worry boys, those Christians will soon go away. Christians. When you failed your history test, but can still understand history memes. I'm still worthy. Homo sapiens explaining why their kid looks like a Neanderthal. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Any country on the northern European plain. Russia. Titanic sinks during the first journey. The 8 construction workers who died during the build. Offering to buy Alaska for $7.2 million. Russia. Who would win? The most advanced battleship on the planet. Some biplane boys. Slavery. The Union. Cast it into the fire. Destroy it. The South. No. Would you invade communist Vietnam for a Scooby Snap? United States. Italians in 1943. I love America. Teens in the Balkans like, Dad, I wish I was born in the 90s. I hate this generation. Things back then were way better, weren't they? Oh, the 90s. Why can't I find a guy like this ugh? Hey, no, I'm literally the guy in the pic. Every other generation of Germans looking at Poland. It's free real estate. Catholic Church. What cha got there? Bible translated to German. Martin Luther. A smoothie. 20s. Again. Seriously. Plague. 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 The Mongol Empire spanned over 24 million kilometers in area. The British Empire. Not bad, but mine's bigger. When your recoil is so powerful, the turret gets jammed. DJ Khaled, suffering from success. Is it okay to brutalize innocent people? Depends on who does it. Luftwaffe in Britain, not okay. British Empire in India, that's okay. Germany loses the Great War. Germany 10 years later, I am ready to get hurt again. China during most of its history. China during 19th century. Julius Caesar exists. Everyone. Somebody's gotta get stabbed. We push North Korea out of South Korea. We push North Korea out of North Korea. China gets worried and sends 500,000 troops to North Korea. China gets worried and sends 500,000 troops to North Korea. Portugal after discovering the Spanish got 90% of the New World in the Treaty of Tordesillas. White House exists. British in 1814. When you're a woman living in medieval Europe and a disease breaks out, the whole village. Admit that I cheated with a local goat herder. Create an entire religion to explain my pregnancy. Person breathes. Robespierre. Persia after making a new empire for the 6th time. The boys are back in town. When the church says you can't have a third wife, fine, I'll do it myself. Britain creates a successful series of North American colonies. Britain, when those same colonies develop their own identity, successfully revolt, become an independent nation, and end up surpassing them as a world power a few centuries later. What have I done? Emperor, it smells like something is burning. Nero. Crazy world, lot of smells. Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire. No one. Poland after 1795. When people have the plague, so you feed frogs and weird plants. The medic. Furry in 194 be like. The British cracking the Enigma code with a machine. Tech. Mesopotamians. The agricultural potential of the Fertile Crescent. Goodness girl, you're huge. When it's the 141st anniversary of the Battle of Rorke's Drift, and no one is memeing about it, aggressively sings Men of Holeg. Nobody. Austria-Hungary refraining from taking a chunk of Africa during the Berlin Conference. I, too, am extraordinarily humble. The literally too angry to die squad. Guys dressing up as female cats. Franz Ferdinand getting killed. So how many gods do you have? Ancient religions.